Honest ASMR podcast. Hello, guys. My name is Margot. Welcome to Honest ASMR podcast.
Yes, we changed the name. And I'm Elin.
Yeah. We shortened it a little bit.
Yeah, easier to pronounce, we figured. Yeah. And today we are talking about fear of being perceived.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I guess you could say like it's really close to my heart.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah. I think so. But what's your like first thought when you are, if you were to be asked about it, what's your first thought? Like, are you like controlled of you thinking people are perceiving you in a way? I guess.
Yes, very much.
Yeah. And that's so interesting because I don't know you that well, but I don't see you as a person who cares that much about what other people think, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I have a pretty hard shell, so you can't really see it.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
I would say that there are different parts of me, like different parts of my self-expression, and for some of them, I'm very self-confident, and for others, I'm not.
Yeah.
So, but depending on the opinion of social, even not like a person, like some person, but just in general, like I felt it throughout my whole life. And I don't know, even, I know this feeling when you want to not to go, when you want to like skip everything, when you want to like stay at home or not going out. Like I had feeling of when I wanted to meet some friends of mine who I haven't seen for a long time, I couldn't go out of the train.
Okay.
Because I felt I had a lot of emotions, and maybe I didn't want them to see it or something like that, And it was really hard for me. I felt like I couldn't get out of the train.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you were
What
afraid
about you?
that
Oh.
yeah, you were afraid that they would notice that you had a lot of feelings.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Okay.
And maybe I was afraid that I wouldn't know how to cope with these feelings. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's hard, like, to cope with feelings sometimes, especially if they're new ones that you haven't experienced before. Yeah.
Yeah, and like basically showing emotions in front of other people rather than the closest one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think that we are a bit different there because I am really like feelings on the outside kind of person.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to hide it sometimes, but often it's like I don't even care. Like I'm going to cry. It doesn't it like it doesn't even like even close friends with close friends, of course you can cry, and with your family and everything, but even like at work I've cried in front of my colleagues. I have just like, okay, I need to get this out, because if I don't get my emotions out, it's gonna ruin my whole day, and it's just gonna sit here and like take up space, take my energy all day.
Wow.
If I don't just cry and then like dry the tears, and then I can go on with my day. I guess.
Wow. That's so mature.
Maybe, I don't know. I think that I maybe I was more afraid of showing my emotions when I was younger. Like in front of more like strangers, like, yeah, people that are not really close, at least. But I think that maybe my last workplace actually kind of helped me to develop that,
Okay.
because there was like so much stress, and I worked at a psychiatry department, so I was in the reception there, and there were a lot of feelings all the time
Of course.
from everyone, from the patients and from my colleagues who came to me, because you kind of, when you're in the reception, you're kind of like the heart, so everyone comes to me
Yeah.
to talk.
Yeah.
And then like eventually your cup is going to be filled, and then I just, yeah, no, I need to cry to get it out. Yeah, so I guess it helped.
Interesting.
Mm.
Huh. I it also, for me, I think it depends, because I when I was younger, I was really good at expressing my anger.
Okay.
I could easily be angry, and I can easily scream and shout and be very like pissed. But being sad and cry, I think I couldn't even do it with myself.
Okay.
That's one of the things that I struggle with generally.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
hard for me to be. I feel like I'm afraid to be vulnerable, and that when I cry, I kind of, yeah, I'm kind of vulnerable, and I can't control the situation.
Yeah. Okay. And like, are you, yeah, okay, you already said that you're afraid of expressing your emotions in front of others, kind of. Do you think that they would judge you if you cry?
One of the main trauma of mine in this direction of expressing emotion in front of other people, I'm afraid that they're gonna laugh at me.
Okay.
That they are going to make fun of me.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I don't think that I care about, like in this matter, that I care about being judged,
Mm.
but I really care about, like, if someone is going to laugh at me. So I really, I can't bear with it somehow. I don't want it to happen. It's very hard for me to think about this happening with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a nightmare to be laughed at when you're just crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's one of my biggest fear, I would say, in this area.
Mm.
Also, I think that another one is to kind of like feel stupid,
Mm.
like in a general way or in some situation, like when we had a discussion about language, is when people are correcting you in front of others.
Yes.
And in general, like, I don't have a university degree, for example. I did 2 years and I quit.
Mm.
So generally, I feel ashamed.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about it a lot,
No.
that I don't have a degree. Like, yeah.
I can relate to that actually.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't have a degree either. I only actually went. I mean, we've discussed this, but I still don't remember the gymnasium, basically. And
Yeah.
then I just started working immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow that is like, it feels like shameful to not have continued to study, and still I'm not. I don't know how this is gonna, like, this is gonna sound, but I'm not generally that impressed by people who study.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, even though I'm not that impressed with people that study,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
still ashamed that I don't study. It's
Yeah,
weird.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's very interesting thing, like who's judging, like
Yeah.
where it comes from. Like, okay, for example, lots of different opportunities, and when we talk about, for example, European funded opportunities to participate in different projects connected with, I don't know, like ecology and art and stuff like that,
Mm.
usually they want you to have a degree, and
Yeah.
you can't participate if you don't have one.
Mm.
So that affects me a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Of course, especially when IT boom happened,
Mm.
like everybody realized that you don't need a degree to go work in IT. You just need to have a flexible brain and
Mm.
be a fast learner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that I know that don't have a degree, and they are such a great masters in their work, and they make huge money, like a lot of money.
Mm.
And
Exactly.
and they would still feel like, yeah, I don't have a degree.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of like imposter syndrome. Do you know what that is? Yeah, it feels like even though you are at that level, you still feel like should I be here? Do I really know this stuff? Basically. Yeah. It's weird. And it's weird because I actually posted a TikTok about this yesterday.
Okay.
Where because I feel like I'm like constantly like evolving. Like I'm constantly like thinking how can I do better? How can I be better? You know, like, and I guess that most people are. But I really want to be comfortable in my own skin to the point where I don't feel like I need to change anything to feel better.
Yeah.
And I posted a TikTok about this yesterday, and where I discussed like the fear of being perceived is basically like you judge others. How do I explain this? Like you are basically judging others, thinking that they judge you.
Yeah.
Because like why would you just assume that people would think this about you? That's judging them, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you 100%. I have a phrase written in my notebook from several years ago that goes, ashamed could only be the person who shames the others.
Definitely.
So it, of course, it all goes from us. And like, but the thing is that, like, if we take an example, and I would have two friends or two people, doesn't matter, who would have a degree and won't have a degree, I'm not going to judge them based on that.
Exactly. Who would do that?
Yeah. But it's like we are more harsh with ourselves than with others. So we think that others are allowed to be the way they are, but for us we have a different kind of scale.
Exactly.
You know.
Definitely. We just assume that people are thinking things about us, when really they could be thinking something good, or they could be thinking about their life. Like, which is probably happening this way because a lot of people are thinking mostly about their life. Exactly. Definitely. Yeah.
But how do you feel? What is the main fear of yours in this direction? Like, what prevents you from doing something which
I guess I think it all comes down to basically like self-esteem, or more like self-awareness. And when you think that something is like wrong with you, you assume that everyone else thinks that as well. And my biggest things have been like my body. So I have always been that person who wears really big like shirts and everything, not like always wanted to cover up. And then I was like, it was just a year ago or something, I just decided I'm going to go to my workplace in something tight. And it was really, really, really uncomfortable, like the first hours. And then I was like, kind of feeling myself. I was like, what? This feels good. And when you get to that point where when it feels good, you get another energy, I think.
Yeah.
And you carry yourself in a different way, and everyone else will be like, what happened to you? You're not, so. But it took a really long time for me to get there. Like, it took, 28 years until I dared to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like swimming in lakes in a bikini or something. I probably would do it today, but no, not like in my teen or early 20s. I would never.
Wow.
Mm.
Like never. Like
Never.
like wow.
Yeah, and that's why this is so interesting, or it's interesting to me because I have always hated summers, and I have never like put my finger on why I hate being in the sun and why I hate this warmth all the time. And it has only been because I haven't been able to wear what other people wear when it's warm.
Yeah.
Like a dress, like a tank top or something. And when I started doing that, I was like, the summer's great, you guys. How about this summer? Yeah.
Nice. But what was it like? You said one day you decided to go for work, to work is in something more skinny, right? Or like you decided to wear tank tops. Like what changed? What was it that changed your perspective?
I think that I have been on this journey, right? Where I'm trying to convince myself that nobody cares, because nobody cares. So just do it. And I think that last year was just a year for me to do things scared. Like, do it even though you're scared. I started working out in a gym for the first time last year because I was so scared, and I did it myself, and like I had so much anxiety that first time I went through the doors. Wow. It was like my heart was pounding, and eventually my ex called me, and he was like, okay, let's just walk through the gym together. I can be in your ear and you can just like it was really hard for me to do that. And the next time I was like, okay, I've done it once, I can do it again. And eventually it just kind of wears off, I guess. So yeah. I knew that I had to just do it. Just do it scared. It's okay to do it scared. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That like you need to have a lot of courage, right? I think that's the word for that. Like a lot of basically self-esteem as well to do that, even though you are very scared. Interesting. But I also think that the society is changing in this matter as well, because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I was bullied in school for not being a skinny girl, you know, like. But I've never been big,
Okay.
but like people are like, and kids are very, I don't know, envy, and they make like they told me that I'm like a pig or stuff like that.
God. Okay.
Yeah. And the funny thing that I realized at some point is that not only like um, not only the fact that the girl should be skinny was a problem, but the problem was, and I'm glad to say was, that the person who would be like a partner for this girl, he can't have a girl who is not skinny. Like if you're saying in traditional way, right? And like how it worked in Russia,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
And I remember this narrative, you know, like when a guy would be like, yeah, I like you, but
Yeah.
you know, like I can't be seen in public with not skinny girl. That's a thing, 100%.
Oh my
That
God.
was a thing, which is like crazy, and we all knew it. We all knew it. That is what happening, and this is like basically this American top model thing and stuff like that that changed it at some point, and we had this style on being the certain way, which is, thank God, now it's fading away, and we are going more towards uniqueness and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yes. Really, yeah. Thank God for that. Definitely. But I still see like on TikTok, I don't know if we should put like a trigger warning for this, but we can see on TikTok that if there is just as you described it, if there is a like fit guy who's with a bigger girl, and everyone in the comments are like, oh my God, how did she pull that? Everyone. And I'm like, can't we just accept that people like different people and things? Like people have different preferences. Get over it.
Yeah.
Grow up. Yeah.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, this is kind of crazy, and it's also like, yeah, grow up is a nice wording for that, because of course when we were teenagers we were very vulnerable and very
self-aware.
and dependent on the like, we had this hormonal boom
Yeah.
that wouldn't give us an opportunity to not take all the words very seriously and think that that's the truth for the rest of our lives.
Exactly.
So
yeah, definitely.
I think that's one of the reasons, because we are just, yeah, it's a nice. I discussed it recently also with my psychologist and with my friends. There's lots of we discussed it as well here, I think. There's lots of like this phrasing, like phrases that everybody knows, you know, in English. I can't think of anything now.
Like a saying.
yeah, like, you know, like something is happening and you have like a phrase
Yeah.
to explain why is it happening.
Mm.
You know, can you give me an example? Do you know an example?
Um, like two peas in a pot, or like, yeah, right?
Okay, like a two piece in a, like maybe like, you know, okay, I would just explain it, because when I'm trying to think of an example, for
Yeah.
some reason it doesn't really work for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Not in
even
English.
in Russian, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so it's like, okay, yeah, I have a very nice example. It's in Russian, and a friend of mine gave it to me, and she's really pissed about this phrasing.
Okay.
And this phrasing, it's like, it's in rhyme in Russian. It sounds like где родился, там и пригодился.
Mm-hmm.
And it means you, in the place where you were born, you are needed. You should stay there. It's like
Okay.
they need, like they need you there. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's your purpose, like stuff like that.
Mm.
And it could be used as a kind of like insult, I would say, you know, like for the immigrants, or when you just changed, like the older people could say like, you know what,
Mm.
you should stay here, like,
Yeah.
and we have a phrasing for that, and everybody knows that this is like that. And I feel like we were growing up with these things, and we have them in our heads. And like, for example, our grandmas or parents would tell it to us every time, and we truly believe inside that that it's true.
Mm.
This
Definitely.
is that way, and there is no other. We are not questioning it.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not.
And that's like, when I realized that, I was like, what?
I know. So, yeah.
Yeah. Like, how
Like,
is it possible?
yeah, why aren't we talking about this? It's weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And I feel like trauma works the same way. Like, when a person gets a trauma, is the place where this person would would think a certain way about himself or about other things, right? And he would might also forget about that he thought that way,
Mm-hmm.
but it stays on your subconscious, and your decisions are always made based on that.
Definitely.
And you don't even know that it was just a trauma, and it's not really true.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I realized it very recently, and I was shocked. I was really shocked.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of things in our subconscious that is like, yeah, really like determining what we're doing in life. And
Yeah.
I really, even like, I just had a memory pop up when we talked about this that I haven't thought about in a very long time. But I really think that is subconsciously shaping what I think, like how I see myself. Because this was when I was 12 years old. It's a really like sensitive age. And I had skinnier friends than me. I've always been taller and like a head taller than people, and like a bit bigger, like wider.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been like what do you call it? Like when it's something you feel bad about. What's the word? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I've always felt bad about it, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then once, me and my friends, we went on a trip to one of my friends. Like, yeah, they had a house somewhere else in Sweden, so we went there. And this was when I was 12, and we like this was the first trip that we got to be alone, kind of. Like her
Mm-hmm.
grandparents were there, but we got to like explore the city by ourselves. And it was really exciting. And then I think that there was this dude who came up to us, and I guess, I don't know, he looked old to us then, but I guess that he was like 25 or something.
Okay.
And he said he talked to us for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or something, and I don't know why he talked to us, because we were kids, but that's a different subject.
Okay.
And after that conversation, he said, "Oh, okay, so now I know you are," and he pointed at my like my friends. You are the skinniest. You come second, and then it's you. Pointing at me, and that like completely destroyed me inside.
Oh
And I don't.
God.
Yeah, I that like to him it was just a thing he said, and to me, I think that this has subconsciously destroyed my way of seeing myself, because even though I have kind of forgot this memory, I'm not thinking about it actively, but I'm always thinking about me next to my friends. Like
Yeah.
I'm the bigger
Yeah.
person next to my friends always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it can really like impact a person.
Wow. I'm really sorry that it happened to you. I'm really sorry that it happened.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really like it's just a sick man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't even know why he said that.
Because he's sick. He was crazy. I think
Yeah.
that's like that's so mean
Yeah,
for
definitely.
girls. It's crazy. I um I have a thing that I'm short. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like so you're saying you're long. How to say it?
Tall.
Like high, tall. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're tall, and I'm short. Like my height is 1 meter 60 centimeters.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So I'm pretty short,
Yeah.
but like I have a big butt. I have
Okay.
big loins. Like it's basically very feminine, and like the painters who draw me, they always say like Renaissance model. You're like they
Yeah.
really like it.
Yeah.
But like when you said now about this comparison with your friends, I like it was maybe a year ago. I catched my subconscious. I catched how my subconscious is like sinking, you know, like I catched a thing that
Mm.
I didn't know that I was sinking. I even remember that it was next to the house. I was walking here next to the house.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to a meeting or to some event with one of my friends,
Mm.
and she's a skinny girl. And I thought to myself that it should be embarrassing for her to go somewhere with her fat friend,
No.
you know?
Yeah. That's really
That's
sad.
that's so like, and I didn't even know that that I saw it this way, you know?
Mm.
Like I didn't even know that. And I catched it and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Like,
where did that come from?
yeah,
Yeah,
why is that? She would never thought that. Like
exactly.
why would I create it myself basically, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No one
Mm-hmm.
cares. Like your friends don't care about any of that. But
Yeah.
I've thought about that as well. Like they're probably ashamed. I'm like, no, they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Why?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
It's so weird. But was that
It's
recent or was that like when you were younger?
no, it was a year ago.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I think that since then, it started to, like, of course, I started to change it, and I started to think about it more, and I started to realize um, that it's not true.
Yeah.
That you know, and also I think that maybe it happens for me at the times when I'm like in between of changing style.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I change my style a lot, and I really like clothes, and I'm sad a little bit because in Cyprus it's really hard to use clothes because mostly it's very hot.
Yeah.
uh, but like when I lived in Russia, I was like in our small community, I was basically known as a person who who looks very different from others, and I really enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it, but I feel like sometimes what I'm in between, and like one close that I doesn't feel it anymore, and I didn't find the new me yet, like in between that I could feel this way,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like I'm fat, or like, yeah, like I don't like myself. But I think that it's mostly happening in these moments uh, where I didn't go the full cycle through the change of the way that I present myself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's kind of the same thing with the wearing tight clothes for me.
Hmm.
It was but because I don't think completely had I think I were a bit like shy in the beginning, so I had this cardigan over and I
Hmm.
started wearing like tight tank tops underneath, so it was kind of like this transition period.
Yeah.
And I totally agree on that. Like until you feel completely transformed to the new person,
Yeah.
like yeah, it's a bit awkward, and that's when you
Hmm.
feel the most like self-aware, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. It should be.
I think so.
Uh, yeah. But mostly, like for me, I said in the beginning that I have several patterns where I'm feeling this fear of being perceived a lot, and the ones where I don't, and the ones where I don't, and I would say that it's not like I don't feel the fear, but I would feel the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Uh, is the clothes.
Okay.
I love creating an outfit for myself, and I love to create the one that would stand out. And sometimes I could also do it to impress someone, but mostly I would say that I do it for myself because I feel very confident about myself when I do that. I really like to express myself through clothes, and I also really like to inspire people. because people get very inspired when you do crazy stuff with your
Yeah.
self-expression,
Yeah.
and that's really nice. Like
Yeah.
I can see like how people next to me can change when I express a lot of myself through the clothes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love when people can express themselves through clothes. I think it's so inspiring, actually. I'm not very into like fashion, but I really like enjoy watching people dress in a particular way. Like, okay, so that's your style. I love that. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's again so interesting, like connecting to what we started with. Me not seeing you as someone who has this fear of being perceived,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like you like exude some type of self-esteem that is, I don't know, I maybe it is the clothes as well. It's like, okay, she has her own style. She must be very very confident in that.
I'm very confident in that.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah,
true. That's
yeah,
that's the thing that I'm very confident in.
yeah.
But that's just one of them, and there's lots of others where I'm not confident at all.
Yeah.
Which is also like, like I'm very. I really want to start doing videos in my Instagram where I would talk. Like it takes ages for me, you
Yeah.
know, and like the themes that I want to talk about, they change. Everything is changing, and I'm not doing it, you
No.
know.
Yeah.
And that's a fear of being judged by the people who know me. Because
Definitely.
for me, it's very easy to be here. It's very easy to have my YouTube channel because mostly there are people who are interested in this kind of like art that I do, of this kind of my self-expression.
Yeah.
And I feel like Instagram is it's like we started it from another it started from another thing, like we started it as like an extension of okay, I would say Facebook, but we have a different thing in Russia, but like an extension of Facebook where your all your classmates, all the people from your relatives, like your mom's friend would follow you.
Yeah.
And in the end you have this account and you're like, how would I give the information, how would my mom's friend would react to it?
Exactly. Yes. It's so personal in a completely different way than posting something on YouTube.
Yeah.
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 I totally agree. And I actually haven't thought about it until you said it just now, that I can post basically anything on TikTok and anything here on YouTube, even though like I know that some of my closest friends or family are following me, but I don't care about that. But when it comes to posting something on Instagram, I get very like mindful on what to pick. Like, can I post this? Would someone judge me? Would my classmate from ninth grade judge me if I post this? I'm like, who cares? It's 20 years ago. No, but it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. I blocked my parents in Instagram.
Okay. Yeah.
I think for a year now.
How come?
Yeah. Um, it was hard for me to not think about what they would think about what I'm posting, and also they would leave a lot of comments and they would ask a lot of questions about what is going on,
Okay.
you know. And I was like, I, I don't have energy for telling what is going on, like,
Yeah.
or sometimes I really want to share something that is personal and I want some support from my friends and followers, and I don't want my parents to be worried, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I won't tell the information to my friends the same way that I would give it to my parents.
No.
For me, it's not the same.
Yeah.
And but sometimes I need this support from my friends, and
Definitely.
yeah, I actually I didn't tell them. I just did it,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
several months after that, my mom was like, "Yeah, you know, I don't have you on Instagram. I don't see you for some reason."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah. The reason is that I blocked you. I like." And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because my Instagram is for my friends."
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm not your friend."
No.
And I was like, "No, you're my mom.
Yes.
You're the best mom, and you're my mom."
Yeah. Exactly. But you're separate.
You know?
Like. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard for me to do. It was really hard for me to do, but I feel like I needed to do it. You
I
know.
understand. Definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My.
because I have other way of sharing with them. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hmm.
My mom doesn't have Instagram,
Hmm.
and my dad doesn't have anything, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do have a Instagram connected to my TikTok, so that I'm able to accept like customers for tarot readings.
Yeah.
And I just realized the other day that I have I put that on private, so that that account is private, even though my TikTok account is open for everyone.
Hmm.
So for some reason, my subconscious is like, more people will see the Instagram and they will judge you if you post tarot readings on there, but they won't judge you on TikTok. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to make it, what do you call it, public? The
Hmm.
Instagram account? I think so,
Yeah.
because it's weird. I guess it's weird for the people who wants a reading as well. Like, why are you private on Instagram when your TikTok is open? Yeah. I don't know.
That's so funny that both ways that you just described it, you were looking at it from the perspective of what people would think.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
It's like you didn't say, "I want my Instagram to be
Exactly.
open." You
Yeah.
said, "It would be strange for them."
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. I just did it again.
But you know, I think maybe it's a little bit different because if we are talking about this being your income, it's more of like a business matter.
Yeah.
And when you have business, you need to think about your customer,
Yeah. Exactly.
about
Yeah,
their
exactly.
feelings.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a
Yeah, so
different
that's
perspective.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. That's also right. That's also interesting. It's like for you to start being um, honest and open in the media field, you need to overcome your fear of being perceived. But once you grow to a certain point, you need to kind of bring it back from the different, for the different perspective.
Yes. Yeah.
To not forget that you need to think about your audience. Do you think about your customers?
Mm. That's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a very interesting path we are taking.
Yes, it is. And I was really like self-conscious, like to tie things up again. I was really self-conscious in the beginning, both when posting TikToks and posting on here. But each time you do it, it's like, okay, now it's nothing. Now it's like, okay, it's just another video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It goes away with time, but yeah, it's also really nice to do it with support from someone, because like when you just explained about gym,
Mm.
I was like, I need to talk to you about it separately.
Yeah.
Because I also have this fear, and I did go to the gym for the group classes,
Mm.
and I got tired of it, and I want to go to gym by myself,
Mm.
but I don't have money to get a like a coach that would
Yeah.
show me stuff.
Mm.
I can get like online coach that I would make videos for the person, they would check that everything is all right. Still, going there, when I'm thinking about it, I don't want, like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So,
It is so scary in the beginning. Definitely.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
But I'm still only doing or like mostly doing cardio, so the things that I'm most like comfortable with. I haven't
Okay.
started like weightlifting or something, but I would want to do it,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to start.
Mhm,
So yeah,
mhm.
I haven't done that yet. That's the next
Yeah.
step, I guess.
Interesting, nice. So you're starting safe, like
Yeah.
in the. Nice, nice. Good for you.
Exactly.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Mm.
I think that another thing that I wanted to share is that when um, when something bad is happening,
Mm.
when somebody dies from your relatives or from the people who you know, or when someone gets sick, seriously sick, and stuff like that, I feel like those are the moments when you also start realizing that you need to overcome this fear, because life is too short to spend it on it. Yeah?
Definitely. Yes. Yeah, I totally agree. You get a different perspective on
Mm-hmm.
life. And two things that has helped me in this is also I don't know if you've seen like the videos where um, like people that are very, like they do what they want, they have free will, so they do what they want, and they get comments saying that, aren't you scared of what people will think when you do this? And they just like reply with this like a picture of Earth in space, and it's like, just do it. Like, who will care?
Yeah, it's like same picture, like the picture of Earth, and it says, "What will happen on Earth if you don't do it?" And then the absolutely same picture, "What will happen
Exactly.
if you do it?"
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And
Amazing.
also, yeah, and the second thing is when I think it was a TikTok. It's always a TikTok when I remember things, but like if you were a time traveler, like imagine that you're a time traveler and that your real age is like 85 or something, and you're lying in bed, and then you can time travel back to your body right now. Imagine how good you would feel to be back in your body right now and now go do the things you want to do. It's like, yes.
That is nice.
Right?
That is nice. A good exercise.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that
Wow.
one.
Yeah, me too. I like that too. It's very nice
Good.
to like, yeah, yeah. But also like one of the things that I feel is helping a lot, and we discussed it before, is a community.
Yeah.
It's the ability to share your fears and overcome it together with someone supporting you.
Definitely. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I've also I've started to post here on YouTube like a series that I call My Thoughts, and then I just sit and talk about things that I think about.
Okay.
And first I was like, who is going to want to listen to this? I'm just sitting here thinking out loud basically about life and how I view it. And there's a lot of people just commenting saying, this really helps me to hear you say things that I'm thinking. Like there's people that are thinking this.
Yeah.
And to get that community, as you said, it's like it's really helpful, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like how I feel about that is when you're a creator, like doesn't matter when you're an artist, what it's a combination of many opinions that you collect to express.
Yeah.
It's like, as I said before, it's not yours to keep. You need to give it out because that's what you created together with some other people, and this is, you're putting it out, and it really helps. It helps a lot of people to relate, to be kind of like seen or heard throughout you talking about it, for example.
Exactly.
Which is very strange, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is. Yeah. Yeah. It's so amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, I feel like we could talk about this for hours.
Yes.
But I think we have to maybe wrap it up.
We can. Yeah. It was such a beautiful theme.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Thank you very much for this theme that was yours. So really, it was amazing. I really enjoyed.
That's good. Yeah, so did I.
Okay. Should we announce the next theme?
Yeah.
For the next podcast, for the next episode, we will have a theme of childhood memories, and we would love to hear from you on that, to have your questions or to have your childhood memories shared with us. That would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
And if you have any questions on this theme as well, we can do the second part.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, feel free to share.
Yeah, please share. Yeah, we're so excited to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for being with us, and we will see you soon in the next episode.
Yes. Thank you so much. And thank you, Margot.
Thank you, Ellen.
Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.